So in today's video, I'm going to be taking photos of my car, the one I picked up from a scrap heap, and hopefully we can turn this rubbish car into a good looking car. The first thing you want to do with cars when you want to take photos of them is get them as clean as possible. So I'm going to head over to the car wash now, and then we're going to wash the car. So this video is mostly inspired by North Borders. It's something that he did years ago. Photographers who don't have the access to the cars that he perhaps had access to at that point. And so idea is kind of the same. I don't have access to these really nice cars at the moment, but I do have access to a scrapyard, a scrapyard car, which in an update for you since the last time it was seen on the channel. At that point it had obviously the bonnet lifted up and a few indicator bulbs smashed. I was a bit concerned about the gearbox and various other things about it. All in all, it's all been kind of resolved. I think I changed the bonnet over myself. Indicator's the same. And then actually, mechanically, the car is in pretty good condition. It does still have engine lights. It's a BMW, of course it's going to have engine lights. The overall car itself is actually pretty good. And somehow it's still driving today. I've managed to put 5,000 miles on the car ever since. So it must be a good little runner. To be honest, it's been quite a surprise at how good the car has been. So yeah, we're going to go over and wash the car now. And then we'll go on with the photos from there. We've arrived at the location and I'm aiming to have these leading lines along the tree lines here. As you can see these trees here and here. These are my leading lines, and I've got nice leading lines from the grassy bit here and along here, which should make a nice photo, along with having wheels turned out like that, so you can see the wheels are along this way. That should make a nice symmetrical photo. When I was making the video, I actually had a few issues that I had when I was taking the photos. Number one, the location wasn't exactly what I was expected. It's one of those locations you drive past and you think, that's going to be the one to go for, that'll be the right location. You get there and it's not even close to being anything like what you remembered it being. And because of that, I did the best of the photos that I've got, but I was expecting more. And it actually just looks like any old sort of dirt track in the middle of a forest, which is not quite what I was aiming for. I was kind of hoping for some more leading lines and a much quieter road. And because it wasn't exactly a quiet road as I've kind of driven through before, I thought it was, be able to get these nice middle of the road shots so I could take, nice symmetrical photos throughout this nice tree valley. And what I actually got was loads of photos in a car park. But the photos came out nice and symmetrical, which is what I wanted. And then I managed to get some really nice close-ups as well, some nice detailed shots of the car. So one thing to remember when you're taking your photos is you want to aim to make sure that you've got a good location to start off with. I mean, as I thought it was going to be a great location. I think maybe what I needed was a couple of locations for these scenes. And also making sure the car actually matches the environment is kind of an important one, because the one thing I didn't expect was the car to look as good as it did in the environment. But classically, E46 is kind of I always think of it as a bit more of a street car. Italy is not a street environment that I picked out, but I also know that the contrast looks quite good and the car actually fits in quite nicely where it is. So that's the end of the video. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.